Mathematics, bearings. In the diagram below shows Mr. Mohenda's trip. He travels on a bearing of 141 from A to B, which is this one. He then decided to continue with his trip from B on a bearing of 255 degrees to C, which is this one. The angle BCA is equal to 35 degrees. So the first question is, find the bearing of A from B. So how do we analyze bearings? How do we analyze bearings? So this is the diagram that we have. So how do we analyze bearings? This is very simple. So let me start from here. When I extend, okay, this line like this, so this is a true north or the North Pole. Remember that a straight line, which is this one, it is 180. Okay, and now we've got from this part up to here, it is 250, and a straight line is equal to 180. So that simply means that 255 minus 180. So 5 minus 0, it is 5. 5 minus 8, we put 1 there. 15 minus 8, that is 7. Then that is 1. So we have 75 degrees. So meaning this is 75 degrees. And this is 180. So we have a straight line, which is 180, plus this is 75. We are going to have 255. So same applies here when I extend this part. So I'm going to have a straight line. So this is a straight line. A straight line adds up to 180. So 180 minus 141. 180 minus 141. So this is 9 and this is 39 degrees. So this is 39 degrees. This is 39 degrees. And remember the alternate angles. So this is a true north, this is a true north. So these two, they are parallel. So if they are parallel, then we can say that this angle is alternating to this one, meaning it is making a Z like this. So if this is 39, this is also 39 degrees. If this is 141, this is also from here to there, it is 141. Okay? If this is 141, from there up to here, it is 141. So meaning I can subtract 141 minus 75. I can have this angle here. I can have this angle here. Or I can say a straight line adds up to 180. So from 180, I can subtract 75, and the 39, I can have this angle. Or from 141, I'll subtract 75, then I have this angle. So minus 75. So this is 1, we have 6. This is 3, we have 13. 13 minus 7, we have 6. So this is 66 degrees. So this is 66 degrees. So we are just analyzing here about the bearings. Then we'll come back to the questions. So this is the way. So this 141, it's the same as from here up to here, it is also 141. And again, a straight line adds up to 180. So if I can say 39 plus 66. So the answer, it is going to give me 105. So 105 plus 75, it is 180. So that is the way it is. Okay. So now let's go to the question. So the question is, find the bearing of A from B. So what we would do is you go on the last letter. So the last letter here, it is B. So you go on B, you draw a true north. In this case, a true north is already drawn here. So this your true north is your B, this B. So you're going to move from B to A. Where is A? This is A. So this is line A. So you move from here up to here. So this is the angle that we are looking for. Okay. So we have two methods that we need to use here. Method one is 180 plus 141, which is this 141. So a straight line, which is 180 plus 141. 141. So we have 1, 12, carry 1, 2, 3. So 321 degrees. Or method 2, we can safely say 360. Remember a full turn. A full turn, it is 360. So 360 minus this 39, which we do not want, which is not part of the angle that we are looking for. So 39. So this is 10. We are going to have 1. This is 5. We are going to have 2. So 321 degrees. So that is the answer. Or you can say 255 plus this 66. The answer is going to give us the same. Then part B, find the bearing of A from C. So you need to go on C where C is. So from there we do not have a true north. So we need to draw a true north. Like that. Okay, that is on C. Then we are going to move from C to A. This is your C. So where is A? This is A. So this is our A. So from C to A. So this is the angle that we are looking for. So how do we find this angle? So here we've got also two methods. So the other method that we have is it is by finding this angle here. So this angle, it is alternating with this angle. The other one, it is by saying, when you look at this, it is making a z. So this is 75. So x plus 35, it is also 75. So these two angles, they are alternating. Look at this. This angle is alternating with this angle. So this is 75. So x plus 35 is equal to 75. So x plus 35 is equal to 75. So x is equal to 75 minus 35. So x is equal to 40 degrees. So that is our answer. So the other one, it is to find this angle. But how do we find this angle? So we need to find the order of this angle, which is angle A. So where we can say that 180 minus 35 minus 66. So that is 79. So now from this 79, we can subtract this 39. So 79 minus 39, we are going to have 40, which is what? X. That is the other method. Remember that bearings are calculated in 3 digits. So here our answer is 40, so it is going to be 0, 40 degrees. So two boats X and Y leave port B at the same time. X travels on a bearing of 159 and Y travels on a bearing of 215 as shown in the diagram below. After some time, X and Y are at points such that angle PXY is equal to 41. So how can we look at this diagram? So we have from here to here it is 159, and from here to there it is 215. So it is easy to have this angle here, okay, which is angle P. This angle, it is very easy So how can we find this angle? So we can just say 215 minus 159. We will remain with that angle. Okay, so that is the way it is. So let's go to the question. So find the bearing of x from y. So you need to go on the last letter. So the last letter is y. We go there and draw a true north on y like this. Then we move from y to x. Where is x? This is x. So from y to x, you move clockwise direction. So this is the angle that we are looking for. So meaning 41 plus this angle. So how do we find this angle? So there are two methods in which we can find this angle. So let's name this angle as x, and let us name this angle as y. So we need to understand that x plus y is equal to 180 degrees. So what do we do for us to find y? Remember that a full turn is equal to 360. So we can say 360 minus 215. So this is 10. We have 5. Then this is 5 minus 1, it is 4. Okay. So 3 minus 2, that is 1. So this is 145. So angle y, it is 145. And then you need to understand that provided these two, they are parallel lines, this angle y and x, they add up to 180. So that simply means that I'll say x plus y is equal to 180. So x is equal to 180 minus 145. So the answer is 35 degrees. So this is 35 degrees. So now then B, find the bearing of P from X. So you need to go on X. What are we going to do on X? We are going to draw a true north. So we draw a true north on X, which is our last letter. So that is my true north. Then this is my X now. I'll move from X to P. Where is P? This is P. So this is line P. So I'll move from X. I'll move clockwise direction from X to P. That is the P. So this is simple mathematics. Remember that this is a straight line. So a straight line adds up to what? 180. So this is already 180 degrees. So now there is just this angle that we need from here up to here. So remember when I do this, so this angle 159, it's the same as this 159 degrees. That is the way it is. So we'll say B 180 plus from here to there, which is 159. So 8 plus 5, we are going to have 13. So we have 3, got 1. So 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3. So we have 339 degrees. So that is our answer. So this is method 1. So method 2, you can just go and find this angle. Then you subtract from 360. So how do we find this angle? This 159 and this angle, they add up to 180. Or this angle, it's the same as this one. So 180 minus 159, the answer is 21 degrees. So this is 21 and this is 21. So you can say method 2, 360 minus 21. So this is 10, we have 9, this is 5, we have 3, and we have 3. So this is another method that we have. In the following diagram, P, Q, and R are 3 points on level ground. The bearing of P from Q is 228 degrees and angle QPR is 72 degrees. R is due south of Q. So the first question is, find the bearing of Q from P. So you need to go on the last letter, which is P. So you go on P here. So if there is no true north, you draw a true north. In this case, we have a true north. So what I'll do is, I'll just extend like this. So that you understand. So now from there, I'm going to move from P to Q. So this is my Q. So this is line Q and this is line P. So from line P to line Q. So this is the angle that we are looking for. So how do we find this angle? You need to understand that this is a true north and this is a true north. So these two true norths, they are parallel to each other. So the alternate angles, they are equal. So this angle is equal to this angle. Okay, so this one, it is giving us a Z like that. So how do we find this angle? So we are going to find this angle. So remember that this is a straight line. So a straight line here, this is 180. So we're going to say 228 minus 180. So we are going to have 8, 4. So 48 degrees. So this 48 degrees, this is the 48. So 48 degrees plus this 180, it will give us 228. So this 48, it is alternating with this angle. So therefore the bearing is 048 degrees. Remember that bearings are calculated in 3 digits. So part B, find the bearing of P from R. So go on the last letter, which is R. So we're going to draw a true north on R. But in this case, this is a true north. So a true north is already there. So I'll just extend it like this. Then I'll move from R to P. Where is P? So this is P. So this is line P. So I'll move from here up to P. So this is the angle that we are looking for. So already this is a straight line. So a straight line is 180 degrees. Now what about this angle? So remember that this is a true north and this is a true north. So the two, they are parallel. So I'm going to make a Z. So this is a Z. So this angle is the same as this angle. So 48 plus 72, we are going to have 120 degrees. So this is 48 plus 72. Okay, so which is 120 degrees. So the angle is going to be 180, which is this one, plus 120. So 120. So 0, 0, 1, so 2, 3. So the answer is 300. In the diagram below, a cyclist starts from town W and cycles on a bearing of 216 degrees to town P. She then leaves town P and cycles on a bearing of 296 degrees to Z. So Z is west of W. So mark this statement, very important. So Z is west of W. So Z is west of W. It means that when I draw a true north here, so this true north is perpendicular to this line. So that simply means that this is 90 degrees. Okay. So when I extend this line here, this is also 90 degrees. So when I draw another true north here, so they are saying that Z is west of W. So that simply means that when I draw a true north here, this is perpendicular, so it is 90 degrees. So that is also 90 degrees. This is also 90 degrees. So the first question is calculate PWZ. PWZ. So this angle. So how do we find this angle? It's something which is simple. So we have 90 degrees plus this angle plus this angle here. Okay. So how do we find this angle? Remember that from here to there it is 216 degrees. And a straight line adds up to 180. So this is 180. So from 216, I'll subtract 180, which is a straight line. So 216 minus 180, it is 36 degrees. So this angle here, it is 36. It is the same as this angle here. It is 36 degrees. So remember that this is a Z. That is a Z. So it is 36. So a straight line adds up to 180. So 90 plus this angle plus 36 is equal to 180. So I'll say therefore 180 minus 90 minus 36 degrees. So what I'm going to have is 54 degrees. So this is not a bearing, it is an angle. So the answer it will be just 54. But if it was a bearing, it would have been 54 degrees. So the next question is calculate WPZ. So WPZ, that is an angle. WPZ. So they are looking for this angle here. So this angle is the simplest to answer. So remember that a full turn adds up to 360. So already we have this 36 here. So we can find this angle here and we'll add it to 36. So remember that a full turn is 360. So I'll say 360 minus 296. So this is 1, we have 4, this is 5. So we have 64 degrees. So this angle here, it is 64 degrees. So what have we done? So 360, which is a full turn, minus 296. So we are going to have 64. So to find now this angle, I'll say 64 plus 36. 64 plus 36. So the answer is 100 degrees. In the diagram, 3 points A, B, and C are on level ground. So the bearing of B from A is 035 degrees. Angle ABC is 90 degrees and angle ACB is 40 degrees. So we have these two angles. So to find this angle, it's something which is very simple. This angle. Okay. So remember, a triangle, the three angles of a triangle, they add up to 180. So 180 minus 90, 180 minus 90 minus 40, the answer is 50. So this is 50 degrees. So find the bearing of A from C. A from C. So we go on the last letter, which is C. So we go on C and we are going to draw a true north on C. So that is a true north. And then I'll move from C to A. So this is A and this is C. So from C to A, so this is the angle that we are looking for. So already this is 180 degrees. That is a straight line. So that simply means that it is 180 plus this angle here. So let me also extend this line as well. So this angle, it is the same as this angle. Remember these two, they are parallel. So this angle is alternating to this angle. So this angle, it is 35 plus 50. So which is 85 degrees. So for A, we say 180 plus 85 degrees. So that is 561. So 265 is the answer. Then for B, find the bearing of A from B. So you go on B. Then you draw a true north. But the true north is already there. I'll just extend it like that. Then I'll move from B to A. So this is A. So from B to A. So this is the angle that we are looking for. So already this is 180 degrees. That is a straight line. So now this is a true north and this is a true north. So this 35, it is alternating with this 35. So for B, it will be 180 plus 35. So the answer is 215 degrees. So the diagram shows 3 points P, Q, and R on level ground. The bearing of Q from P is 100 degrees, and the bearing of R from Q is 150 degrees. And PQ is equal to QR. So this is an isosceles triangle. So if this is an isosceles triangle, these two sides are equal, then these two base angles are also equal. So this angle is equal to this angle. So find A, angle QPR. QPR. So which is this angle here? So how do we find this angle? Remember that this angle is equal to this angle. So this is how we are going to do it. So when I extend this line here, and I extend this line here. So this is a true north and this is a true north. So this 100 is alternating with this one. So if this is 100, this is also 100 here. This is also 100. And it is very easy for us to find this angle because this is a straight line. A straight line adds up to 180. So 180 minus 150, we are going to have 30 degrees. So this is 30. So this O angle now becomes 100 plus 30, which is 130 degrees. So remember that this angle is equal to this angle. If this is x, this is also x. So let's see now. So 130 plus xe is equal to 180 degrees. So x plus xe, 2x. 180 minus 130. So 2x is equal to 180 minus 130. We are going to have 50 degrees. So over 2, 2 goes. So x is equal to 2 into 50, it is 25. So 25 degrees. So angle QPR is equal to 25 degrees. Part B, find the bearing of P from R. So remember, you go on the last letter, so which is R. So on R, we are going to draw a true north like that. Then we move from R to P. So this is P. So from R to P. So this is the angle that we are looking for. So this is 180 degrees. This is a straight line. So 180 plus this angle. So remember that this one and this one, they are true north. So that simply means that 100 plus x, which is 25, it is this angle. So 100 plus 25 here, which is 125 degrees. So for B, it is 180 plus 125. So 50, so 305 degrees. The diagram below shows an equilateral triangle ABC. A is due north of B and CN is parallel to BA. So these two lines are parallel. Okay, so the first question is find angle BCN. Angle BCN. So this angle. Now, one thing is certain. They have said that this triangle ABC, it is equilateral. So an equilateral triangle, it's a triangle whose three sides are equal. If all the three sides are equal, then all the three angles are also what? Equal. So 180 divided by 3 angles, we are going to have 60. So meaning this is 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees. So that is what we call an equilateral triangle. So find angle BCN. So remember that this one is parallel to this one. So if I've got a line joining the two parallel lines, then this angle is alternating to this angle. So it is making a Z. So if this is 60, this is also 60 degrees. So the answer there is 60 plus 60. The answer is 120 degrees. Then for B, find the bearing of C from A. So you need to go on the last letter A. Okay? So now there, these two, they are parallel, meaning you just have to extend a true north here. You just have to extend a true north. Then you move from A to C. So this is C. So I'll move from here to there. And this is a straight line now. A straight line adds up to 180. So this is 60 degrees. So 180 minus 60 degrees, the answer is 120 degrees.